is your opinion of war protesters? And would you today refuse to be drafted?
Honey, I just seem to keep my own personal views about that to myself. Because I'm just an entertainer, and I'd rather not say.
Do you think other entertainers should also keep their views to themselves?
No.
What about your image as a shy, humble country boy?
Oh, I don't know what makes them think that. You know, this gold belt and
After Vegas, Elvis took his show across America. Over a 7-year period, he gave over 1,000 sold-out concerts in 125 cities. Elvis was back in top form, and as before, his fans couldn't get enough of him. Unfortunately, touring on the road took a terrible toll on our marriage, and in 1973, we agreed to an amicable divorce.
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. Always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, girl, I'm so sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
One of the greatest honors in Elvis's life occurred in 1970 when he was given this award for being one of the 10 most outstanding young men of the nation by the National JCs. This was a moment Elvis was extremely proud of because he was being credited not just for his music, but for who he was. Among the winners that year were a presidential press secretary and an astronaut. Before he received the award, I remember him sitting right here at the piano, just losing himself in his favorite gospel songs. Later, he recited part of his acceptance speech to me. He was extremely nervous about having to address that crowd, but as usual, he pulled it off perfectly.
I read comic books, and I was the hero of the comic book. I saw movies, and I was the hero in the movie. So every dream that I ever dreamed has come true 100 times. I learned very early in life that without a song, the day would never end. Without a song, a man ain't got a friend. Without a song, the road would never bend. Without a song. So I'll keep singing a song.
At the Houston Astrodome in 1970, Elvis gave a rare press conference.
Do you have any thoughts about the rising interest in country music?
I think it's fantastic. You see, country music was always a part of the influence on my type of music anyway. It's a combination of country music and gospel and rhythm and blues all combined. Is what it really was. As a child, I was influenced by all of that.
Do you consider yourself basically a country music singer?
I would hate to say strictly country because of the fact that I liked all different types of music when I was a child. You know, of course, the Grand Ole Opry was the first thing I ever heard, probably. But I liked blues and I liked the gospel music, gospel quartets and all that.
Did you ever pull out any of those old records from the Sun label and listen to them at all?
They sound funny, boy. They got a lot of echo on them, man, I'll tell you. But that's what I mean. I think the overall sound has improved today.
DENON, the first name in digital audio.
The Hong Kong Telecom IDD whirlwind is sweeping the territory, flattening IDD rates in its path, and bringing with it the world's finest communication services to help you stay in touch across the globe. Watch out, the whirlwind has just begun.
Our countryside used to be quiet and green. But now it is spoiled by the indiscriminate storage of containers and scrapped vehicles. A government task force has been set up to improve environmental black spots in the new territories. Please cooperate and tidy up your place to make a better and more beautiful countryside.
Feeble, my poor boy. Since we lost you in the storm, America is not the promised land for us. But we know you are brave, and one day we will find you. Take care and don't lose your hat. Love, Papa Mouskowitz.
Steven Spielberg's touching tale of family and friends lost in the new world. Fantasy Connection, an American tale. Saturday at 8 o'clock.
Just 8 weeks prior to his death, Elvis agreed to perform 2 concerts in front of television cameras. It is painful for all of us to see the devastating toll that superstardom and the roller coaster of prescription medication took on a very human being. Despite his declining health, what follows is testimony to Elvis's remarkable voice, which remained with him to the very end.
My darling, I hungered for your touch a long, lonely time. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. God, speed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Darling, I hungered for your kiss a long, lonely time. Time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. feel to
Just a few weeks later, on August 16, 1977, the world would mourn a sudden and tragic loss. I guess you could say Elvis's short life of 42 years can be seen in two equal parts. For the first 21 years, the public didn't know the man from Memphis who would soon become a household name. Then, at age 21, he single-handedly changed the face of popular music. And Elvis's impact and influence are still felt today. We would like to close by looking back at Elvis at that moment in his life when he was still raw and full of energy, just about to conquer America and the world. This is the essence of what Elvis was all about.
You know the landlord rang my front door bell. I let it ring for a long, long spell. I went to the window, I peeped through the blinds, and I asked him to tell me what was on his mind. He said, honey, 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 if you want to get along with me. Well, I said, tell me, baby, what's wrong with you? From this day on, our romance is through. I said, tell me, baby, face to face, but how could another man take my place? Honey, 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 if you want to get along with me. Well, I screamed and I hollered, I was so hard pressed. I called the woman that I loved the best. I finally got my baby about 3:30. She said, I'd like to know what you want with me. Honey, 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 if you want to get along with me.
We all hope you've enjoyed Elvis the Great Performances. Elvis's music and amazing body of work are timeless, and we'll always be grateful for the joy he's given us. Thank you, and good night.
Memories pass between the pages of my mind. Memories sweeten through the ages just like wine. Quiet thoughts come floating down and settle softly to the ground like gold of autumn leaves around my feet. I touch them and they burst apart with sweet memories. Sweet memories of holding hands
hands and red bouquets and twilights trimmed in purple haze and laughing eyes and simple ways and quiet nights and gentle days with you. Memories pressed between the pages of my mind. Memories sweetened through the ages just like wine. Memories.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you.